Karma here, back with another video on the Twisted Wrestling live stream on Twitch as well as the YouTube. Um, Today is gonna be kind of a build-up way of the next games of the next year. So 2K20. So we will have a WB2K21 later on. That'll be with me, Badass, and Roman. But today we are here on NBA 2K19 talking about 2K20. I'm here with the only other guy in the Twisted Wrestling community, kind of, who knows NBA between me, Badass, and him, is Roman. What's up, Roman?
What's up?
So today we are talking about what we kind of want slash expect with next year's game. So the first thing I think, which we could probably agree on, is the my career. So my thing about the my career is I love how they've been doing kind of the story wise thing. It tells a story, it gets you interested, and all that. Um, the only thing I don't like is with the AI kind of the character is already someone, so you're already a character. Um, this year was AI, last year was DJ, 17 was Prez, um, you know, 16 and 15 story mode, and 14 even, you weren't a character, you were yourself, you know? There's no...
Well, 2K16 was actually the first time that they did the whole storyline.
Oh, yeah,
thing.
yeah,
You
that's
were
right,
actually
they have
Freak.
Freak, that's right, they have Freak,
Yeah.
that's right. Um, which, like, 17 was okay, because they didn't really say, like, they said your name, but they, like, didn't, it wasn't all the time, kind of, wise, like, the whole story mode, the whole, like, story every time you wanted it, I don't know, you know what I'm talking, like, this
Yeah.
year's AI everything, you know, like, his story, in a way, but, I like how they've been doing with the, like, he got undrafted, he went to China, and then he went to the G League, and then he made it into the NBA, which, you know, that's cool, you know, it's not everybody's traditional path to the NBA. In 18, it was a guy who used to play, I think he played college, he didn't go into the draft or something because of an injury or whatever it was. He ended up going for the playground thing or whatever, and got a contract. Let's see, 17, he, you know, you were in Prezi, you went from high school to college to the draft. You played USA basketball. That was cool.
Yeah,
16, kind of the same way as 17, your high school, college, and then you got drafted. Um, and then, which is actually really cool because in that fact is, um, they kind of took out the rookie showcase for the minors.
yeah, like what
The
they
only
had at
one that was
2K15,
the
that 2K showcase mode. I loved it.
well, in 14, wasn't it 14 was the last one? Because in 14 they had the showcase with all the rookies and all that. 14 was the last one, and then after that in 15 you were just a drafted rookie, and you get a contract and you earn your spot on there.
Mhm.
And then 16 kind of came with
That's when the
the,
storyline
the
started
whole,
coming in.
yeah, yeah. So what I think they should do is focus away from an actual character and just let you use your own character.
Mhm.
But start from, you know, high school ball to college ball or whatever they want as the story that year. Use it, but have it be our own actual guy. And yeah, they're
See,
not gonna say. And another thing is that what they should do, kind of like this from MLB and the MLB Road to the Show, um, they have your audio name. So if they have like a whole list of names, and you can actually have your name. And I think that they should add that as well, kind of to be like a my career.
now the thing that
So
I like, what they used to do. So 2K16, you did, I think it was like 13, 14 games when you were in that whole story mode. and you'd have
Uh-huh.
cutscenes and stuff like that. I like that. I don't really like what they're doing now in 2K19, where the entire thing's based off the story. The story is super long, and I think it's really strung out, and I don't really like it. There's too many things going on. I just want it to be like a few times you get to know what the story is all about, and then after that, it's just like, all right, we're done. I
That's
don't exactly like
that's
that
actually
whole thing when they're just
yeah.
trying to shove a story in your face.
Well, that was a different thing. Kind of I thought about was I don't like how the story's actually. I feel like the story's short how it is. Like this year, it wasn't. But I don't like how with like the last 3 years, when you do a story, or when you have the story, it ends after one season.
Mhm.
I don't like that. Which, like, I know they can't go for a 5 year story, but especially like I don't know if they're gonna do a story, I feel like it should be a story that can end, you know, within a year, or something like that. So, say like kind of like how the WWE's careers are, like
Mhm.
especially was it 17s, how it had cutscenes here and there, and there wasn't really a story behind it. I would even like that, like kind of your just you play you in like college and high school, maybe it has cutscenes, whatever, kind of like a story there. But once you get to NBA, the only cutscenes you really see are ones like maybe talk to your agent about deals, and then after that, it's only cutscenes of you going and getting your check from your agent, or cutscenes you talk to like an NBA player, teammates, um, or even like another thing I would like to have them add is like you if like how you have the endorsements, if you would actually
Mhm.
like there would be cutscenes of you going. That's another thing I would like.
Yeah, that would be nice. Like they always showed pictures. Like if you had,
Yeah,
if you went out with Jimmy Butler to do something
they would
for
have
Kia,
pictures
it
of
would
you
send a
doing it.
picture. Yeah, but I want to
Yeah,
see an interaction.
yeah. Or at least you just say, "Yo, what up, Butler?" or "What up, how you doing?" And then like, "You ready for this?" And then that's it. Even that. So that's my thing about my career, or at least that part of my career. So Roman, what do you got?
My thing is the My GM. I absolutely hate what they're doing with the My GM. It was fine how it was before they started adding the story into it.
All right.
It and
Um,
if you ask me, I think it's ridiculous what they're doing with it now. They're stringing it out too long. So last year it was the start. So in 2011 you were playing for the Mavericks, you got hurt, and then you go on and now you're GM of a team. And then in the next year,
which even that it was cool or whatever. Like just even
yeah,
that 1 year story was cool. Like trying to like a different guy buys out the team, the owner, and ends up trying to relocate it, but ends up not relocating it or whatever because you go against him or whatever it was. Like even that was kind of fine. But I think this year they strutted out too much with they actually you whatever team you take, you completely change everything about it. Like you change the logo, you change the jerseys, you change the stadium, like everything. I think that was too much because in realistic, I don't feel like that would ever happen to that extent. Like you would have to have a process of it in real life.
yeah,
I don't think the owner would just buy it and
it would
change
take
it.
way longer. They've been talking
Yeah.
about having a team in Seattle for years after they just got rid of it, and I'm sure it won't
Yeah.
happen for another 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, but like you would think about it, if they're gonna have another team like do that, that's gonna be tough because you gotta find players to even be on that team. Like you can't just
Mhm.
grab a bunch of free agents and put them on this team.
Yeah,
Like you can, but like it's not gonna be it's not gonna feel right. Like if you want to have a new team or whatever, change your team's name then. Like even Los Angeles, change the Clippers to the C or the Seattle or Sonic because you
yeah,
have
they
two
already have
teams
a
in.
team.
They actually have three teams in. I think California. They have the Lakers, No, I mean
Four
they have the
actually.
Warriors, then they have um, Clippers, Lakers, and then Sacramento.
Yeah, Clippers, Lakers,
Like
Warriors,
change one of those
Sacramento.
even.
Yeah, they need to add some more up into the western coast that isn't California.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why Seattle
So,
should be a team.
but another thing with my gym, I think they should completely just get rid of it, or at least change it with kind of the my league, because to be honest, I feel like my league and my gym's the same thing. And the only difference is you're an owner or you're a gym. My bad. But like, if that's the thing, just have um my league turn it or mix with GM. You
Yeah,
know, but like, I guess you could. I don't know. Some way they could probably figure it out, but just either get rid of it or stop with all the cuts, the stories with it. Um, the next part I want to talk about, it's gonna be. I think this is with every 2K game. I think they need better servers. Um, this
yeah,
year
they've
they
been saying
actually
that
did a
for a
lot
while.
better with their servers though, and I'll give them credit with that. Their servers are a lot better this year. Last year's um servers were just complete trash. With park and play or playground, whatever it was, it would literally lag on only one side of the court, but it would be so bad that it would just keep lagging. I don't know if you played last year much, but like it would lag me out everything. Even the actual like all star team ups if you play with your friends, just it was horrible. And I feel like they did a lot better this year with that. The rec center and all that stuff, playground and all that. The
Yeah, I
service
do
have been
like
a
that they
lot
added back
better.
the rec center.
The service have been really good actually, and I'm not gonna lie, the service have been really good. Legs here and there, but I feel like that's with any game you would get additional leg. Um,
Hmm.
but a lot better this year. But there is room for improvement on certain stuff. I don't like when you do leg though on NBA. It kind of just moves your character around whatever you're doing. So I feel like if it's gonna lag you, just don't have your character move.
Yeah,
Um. So all right, what's next for you?
the next thing for me, they gotta add more old teams. Like they did this a few years ago, and I liked it. Also, like this is kind of an add-on to what the old teams mean. All-time teams, and they needed to put on more throwback teams. Like there's so many teams that they missed out on that everyone wanted to see. Like the 2010 Lakers when they had Kobe and
Yeah,
Pau Gasol. Like I want to see that. I want to see the 2015-2016 Cavaliers because if you ask me, they are more historic than the 2015-2016 Warriors who went 73-9. What about the team that did the first ever 3-1 comeback?
true.
And that was an amazing team too. Like the Cavs had a
That
great
was.
team there.
Yeah,
You had Kevin
I
Love,
do
who was
agree
being a
to that.
great role player. You
Yeah,
had Kyrie, who was dropping like 25 a game, and you had LeBron, who was having arguably one of his best seasons in Cleveland that he's ever had.
yeah. That's a, that's I like that because that's another thing is that they have all these teams and all that stuff, but they should definitely add more like old historic players as well than teams
Mhm.
because like look at Charles Barkley. He's not even in the game.
Yeah, he was in the My team a few years ago, but he's not in the game.
He was also in was it the My Team? Yeah, I think it was the My Team. I just watched someone about that. I remember he was in like the My Team for like 1 year, then they took him out or
Yeah, it was
something like that. But
2K17. That's what I was talking about.
there's certain people also that could be like in the like game, but even if it's just for like put them as like if their historic team isn't in there, at least put them on the all time.
Mhm.
Which I feel
But
like there
yeah,
should.
that's what they should
I
have
don't
done
think
with
there
Charles
is, but they
Barkley.
should definitely have an all time team for um, every team. They should have all time, no
Yeah,
matter what.
I'm pretty sure they do. I don't think there is a team where they don't have one. Now there are
There's
some
got to
where
be
I
at
think they
least
should
like
add
one
more.
or two. Like there has to be not. There's probably not all time Sacramento. I feel like
No,
there's
there is.
only been
There's two.
there is. Oh wow.
Yeah. The Warriors
Like,
have two or
the
three.
Warriors have like, yeah.
Lakers have four, I'm pretty sure. The Cavs have one.
Dude, the Bulls have so many.
No, the Cavs have two. Yeah, they need to take some of the Bulls teams out. Like, no one cares about the
Yeah.
98, 99 Bulls. But what they should do, they should have, like, the 2003 Wizards with old Michael Jordan. Tell me that wasn't a historic team. Michael Jordan coming out of retirement for, like, a third time and playing the season with the
Yeah, that
Wizards.
was that
You're
was
telling me that's not
yeah.
historic?
There's some teams out there that definitely did it. Um my next one is um my team. Now I know you're more the my team guy, I'm more the my career guy. But with my team, I feel like they definitely need to and like cuz this year's my team, I don't know, I didn't play it much, but I personally don't like it. I like the 17's my team. I love that one.
Mhm.
Um I feel like if I feel like it's just you don't have a good team unless you pay money on the game, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
Because like in Madden, I have a decent team, and I spent like literally. I think I spent like $4 or $5 in total. But like it wasn't even not like packs. It was to get stuff to buy players or whatever it was. Like I don't like that you have to buy VC. Like make it easier to earn VC. I think because like the challenges a lot, you earn the buy points to buy people, and that's another thing I don't like. I don't think that they should have buy points or whatever it's called to
Yeah, my
buy
team points.
players or whatever. Just have it use the VC, you know,
Yeah.
because then in that case, and that's another thing uh with trying to help 2K, they're gonna make a lot more money off of that. I feel like.
Mhm.
Because like yes people pull packs and all that, but then like in that case I guess people don't use like if they just get all these VC, they're not gonna open packs, they're gonna go on the auction block and buy them. I get it that way, but
Mhm.
something like make it something where it's easy to earn VC. Like don't have VC in my team then, remember.
Yeah,
Like,
they need
yeah,
to
buy
take
to
out
open
VC
packs
from VC to they need to take that out of my team. Just
and
completely,
just
not even
focus on
open
the my
packs. They
career.
need to only do what is it called again? I don't know what they're called. My team points. That's just what I'm gonna call it.
Yeah, because like even then, just like if people want to buy packs, just don't even use it for VC. Just have them buy it. Like just buy packs. Like VC to buy packs. Have it where like a box is $20, or like a
Yeah,
big box is 25 or $30. You know, or like and then have certain promos like a little more expensive. Like have it that way. I'm pretty sure they'll earn money that way as well. Because then you're
I
still
think
earning
they
money
should do it
for
with.
VC to upgrade your my players.
Mhm.
So
I think they need to make empty as that's how you buy boxes too. 20,000 empty. Hey, you can buy a box.
yeah, yeah.
15,000 empty. Hey, you can buy 10
Well,
packs.
you can buy them with MT. You can buy packs
Well, you
with
have to buy
MT,
those off of. Well, yeah, you can buy them, but I'm
but it's
talking.
just a lot
They need to
more.
make MT more. Yeah, like it costs way more, but you can't buy boxes with
Uh,
MT. They need to take buying boxes with VC. They need to take that out. They need to put MT as the main source of my team, and they need to make MT buyable because then they
yes,
get more money
because
off of
I feel
that.
like they need very true. I also want to make like have the my team or MT make it more. I would say valuable, but make it so that people actually want to earn it as well. You know,
Yeah.
because if you're just having, like the reason why all these people are getting MT to buy all these players is because they use the VC to open packs and they get these good players and they sell them to get the my team points. That's the only way they get it. They get my team points unless they do the actual domination or whatever it's called. And if they don't, like, it's just, I don't know, certain stuff with that. But moving on from that, I was also talking about the playground slash park. Now, here's my thing on it. The playgrounds, it's cool because you still have all these different, like, you still have the threes and you have the twos. But like, I like the neighborhood idea, but have it completely different. That, like, have it go back to the old times where they had the park was an actual thing where you load it up. It wasn't just in your My Career, which, to be honest, it is an easy way to access the park or the playgrounds, whatever they call it. I get it. You don't have to load up through all these screens. But if you want the neighborhood, have the neighborhood be the neighborhood. Like, you don't have a fucking 5 basketball courts in the middle of your neighborhood. You know, you gotta walk a little ways, like, but like that was like with 2K18, how you had to walk all the way. I didn't like that,
Mhm.
but just something
Yeah, I
in
did
that
not like
way.
all the walking that you had to do because you had to, and you were not fast either. If you didn't have a
No,
bicycle, bro, it took like 5 minutes to get to the other side of the court.
which that's another thing. I don't like that you have to buy a scooter. You have to buy, like, don't even have that in the game. It's just gonna be like, why are you gonna have? And I guarantee the only reason is because of or they get more money that way. But still, it's to have that because they're not going to waste their VC on a bike because they're going to want to have VC on deck when their mind player gets upgraded. Which another thing
Yeah,
about the mind player about is that I don't like that they have the cap thing, like where you have
yeah,
to
I don't like
get
having a
the mad
cap.
cap points. Like 2K, like, or at least in the old 2Ks on like 360s and all that, you just upgrade it or whatever, and with whatever you have, like, you grind, like, get 10,000 VC and you use 10,000 to upgrade your player until you get another
Yeah,
10,000 VC or something like that. Do it like that. How, like, in what was it? 14 and 15 and maybe 16, because I know 17 was the start of like the cap thing for that way or whatever. I don't like how they did that.
yeah, no do I.
And I feel like more people will play the park as well that way.
Mhm.
And I don't like having the I wouldn't say the overall thing, like the road to 99. I don't like that at all because I feel like that just makes people on the park not want to play with anyone lower than an 80 overall or lower than a 90 overall. Like 95s and all that, they're not going to want to play with a 80 overall.
With an
It's like,
80,
are you
yeah, they're not
serious?
gonna. Yeah,
And I don't
because
like that at all.
unless they're friends, they're not just gonna hop on with randoms and like, oh god, this guy's 80 overall. We're just gonna get destroyed.
And the only reason he's probably an 80 overall is because of the cap. Unless, like, the cap slash VC wise. Or, you know, like, there's not gonna be, like, that wouldn't be a thing. Like, it's kind of was the same thing with, like, the rep. How they had the rep things or whatever in, um, like, the old, NBAs. It, like, you showed your rep, and they're like, oh, he has a bad reputation. Or, you know, he has a bad rep. You know,
Yeah,
he's not a pro
he's a
5
yeah, he's not a pro
or
five.
something like
He's
that.
a
And I
brown
don't like
shirt
that.
five.
Yeah. And that's another thing. Can we please get rid of the brow shirts? Like, just, like,
Yeah, come on, man.
it,
Give us like green. Come on, bro. Why you
not
gotta make
even,
it
just, like,
literally the worst color?
have, like, a default Nike attire or something like that. Or
Yeah,
have
just give
default
us like a
street
black
clothes.
Nike
Not a
shirt.
fucking jogger and a fucking, like, when you choose your favorite team, get, like, a free, like, team shirt or something like that. Or if you get drafted there, get a free team shirt or something like that when you get drafted there. And, like, a hat.
Yeah,
And,
even
like,
like
just maybe the same
a
joggers
gray
or something
shirt
like
with
that.
the team logo on it.
Yeah. But, like, that's another reason why people don't want to play on the park, like, mostly because if they don't grind the My Career, they're not going to be played. You know, it's not going to be fun to play park and all that. Because,
Yeah.
not because of the other people's overall, because of, just no, because you have the cap and all that. So, Um, Another thing, is kind of with the loading screens wise, get rid of 2K TV, please. It's useless. It's like even have it in there, but have it where it's not a loaded screen. You don't have to watch it. It's yeah, it passes a 2 minute wait or whatever to load up your game, but just get rid of 2K
Mhm.
TV. Like it's pointless to have.
Yeah,
Like
2K TV is so dumb,
the
especially
only
now that Rachel Ramirez not on there.
is she really not there? That sucks.
Yeah,
But like,
she went. Bye bye.
oh wow, damn, I didn't know that. But like, even with certain stuff like that, it's like you don't need this 2K TV. Like, what are you like? Okay, because people get updates on their my team. Then have that. Have like a video on my team every week or something like that that people can watch if they want. You know.
Yeah, don't shove it down my throat just because no one ever wants to watch it.
Same with like the my career.
Don't.
If you have people like um in the like okay I think it's 97 or 96 or something like that you get on 2K TV or whatever. um don't even do that. Just like have a tab or somewhere, like have a big screen in the neighborhood and it'll say like all people that are that like updated. How do you I'm trying to fucking figure out the word that oh, like their level went up, their overall went up, to this certain overall.
Mhm.
Like, oh, here are today's 98 overalls, or something like that.
Yeah, I do like what they do in some cases where they do kind of give a shout out to those who are getting higher and higher, like the first people that are getting higher and higher. Like they do give updates on the 98 overalls and the 97 overalls. I do like that, but they need to quit shoving 2K TV down our throats, and they need to make it more optionable whether you want to see this chick talk for 10 minutes. I
Yeah,
find it to be super annoying, and I
yeah,
speak for a lot of
agreed.
people when I say that.
Yeah, can we please get us, like, especially in my career, can we stop getting these post interviews with Shaq and shit? That's just so stupid.
Yo,
Like,
it's so long. You can barely ever skip them. I hate them. Like I laugh,
even with 2K,
but I hate
I
how
would put
long
the
they can
2K
get.
TV at the end of the game, so it's a choice if you want to watch it.
Yeah.
It's just so stupid. All right. My next hit is the Pro Am. So with the Pro Am, um, I used to like it where you could just do a walk on game. You can't. I
Yeah,
guess that's what they have the there for. But
that's what
if
the
you,
rec center's for.
but like, okay, say you want to get onto a Pro Am team, or whatever, and the only way you're gonna do that is if someone finds you a park or the rec center. But not many people who have a Pro Am team are gonna just go into the rec center and be like, "Yeah, guys, let's go scout." Remember when they, or something like that. Have a walk on pro am, so that even like, okay, say, all right, so say me, you, and badass and killer. We have 4 people and we need an extra person. Let a walk on come on and with us. Like if we
Hmm.
win, it goes to our record. If he goes, it goes to his solo record. Like
Yeah.
we and then like if that's the case, that's cool because then you'd be like, oh god, this guy's pretty good. If we keep on rocking with him in our games, we have a find man. We find that guy or whatever. Like that's how you did the free agency. Like another thing is, I don't like I don't know if it was this year or last year, but they actually had a pro and free agent where like if you had a pro team, you could look at all the free agents.
Yeah, I like that and what I kind of want them to do. So let's say, and especially now that what they did with the pro am where you can only run pro am with 5 people. Like you can't have 3 like you used to last
And you
year.
have to have a team.
Yeah, you have to have a team to play pro am. They need to have that free agent system. And like, let's say you got 3 people, but you want to play a game of pro am on your team to get your team record up. That's what the free agency's for. You'll be like,
Because you can invite 2 people for free agency, be like, yo,
look for
come join us or whatever. If we win or
yeah.
whatever or something, like maybe you could come out of, join the team or something like that. Some way to get people to play more pro am. because I feel like that's a fun mode to play. Really, like I get center and all that, but I feel like the rec centers more with just randoms playing 5 on 5.
Mhm.
And like with the
Yeah, I
pro
like
am, you
it
can
more as
actually like noticed. I
opposed to the
final
team.
thing,
They just give Benedict to play.
yeah. So the final thing is anti-up. What's your feelings about anti-up?
Like it, yeah. Um, if they, I think they need to make it bigger. If you ask me, I think they need to add more to it,
Really?
make the stakes even higher for a certain class of people. Like some people throw in 10,000 VC for it. Other people throw in, like a 3,000. Like overalls would be nice. So you're not a you're not a 65 overall betting 3,000 that you're gonna win if you just want to play any
Yeah.
of. There needs to be classes like a first class, middle class, upper class.
See, that's my thing is completely opposite of yours. I feel like they need to get rid of it and just keep the daily spinner, because
I do like the daily spin.
okay, yeah, I like it too. And what I don't think, or what I don't like, is that okay, you walk into you walk onto an ante-up with, these people. Like it's the same as Park, except you can win VC against other people. Like, why would you go in
Mhm.
there to waste VC when you're trying to play to win or to earn VC? You know,
Yeah,
like it's kind of the same thing as like, okay, say you don't need VC and you just care about level up your guy or whatever. They could just go to a regular park. And if they really wanted to earn VC, just go into your my game or my cruise, because you also earn VC as well as the my points. So what's the point of playing
yeah,
anti up? Because you can do the same thing in my career basically, and
Mhm.
you have a guarantee of earning VC even if you lose.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't have anything else for the wish list for next year. Do you have anything that you?
I don't. I think they're going in the right direction. I think this is the best game that they've had in a couple years. I think 2K17 was
Definitely.
good. 2K18 was good. Or 2K18 was, I would say, the worst that they've had on the next gen consoles.
Yeah.
2K19 was definitely a step up.
Definitely. 19 was because, to be honest, 17 I played the hell out of. I
Yeah,
I played
17
the
is literally
hell
my
out of
favorite that I've
17.
ever played.
The old 18 I think I barely played. I didn't even buy it right away. I played the prologue and I didn't buy it until, um, I don't even know. I know it was free a couple times. I got it free a couple times, but like I didn't even like once I bought it, I barely played it, and I kind of was a waste of money. But it's kind of like I always get the newer games with sports games. Um,
Mhm.
Another thing, quick about rosters wise, I don't like that they release the game like the prologue wise. Like this year, it was all right, because if you played the prologue, um, which kind of I liked but I didn't like, when you play the pro, you literally have to do it all over again once
Yeah,
you
that was
start
kind of stupid.
a new my career.
And it's
Like
a
you don't have
long
to.
prologue too.
Like you get the choice to not do it, but like why make the prologue that long?
Yeah.
Like
It
the
it
prologue was
really
that long.
is
You
a
just play the games in
super long
China's.
prologue.
Yeah, you just play the games in China before you go to the G League and stuff like that. I guess it's kind of like, okay, they're teasing you. So if you really wanted to find out what really happened, you have to go play the whole thing again.
Yeah.
But they need to, like, if they're doing the prologue, they need to release it when like the NBA season starts. I feel like, because I feel like when they release the prologue, especially if it was like and you go into the NBA right away or something like that, or you're about to go in the NBA, or whenever you start the prologue, that your save date is going to be from whatever, like the free or wherever the season was at that time. So it could be the beginning
Yeah.
of free agency and nobody gets signed yet, but during the course of the free agency or whatever, like for example, 2K18, when they came out with the prologue, I went at OKC. Um, after and at that point, it was just Paul George and Russell Westbrook. Um, Come to find out, Carmelo ended up signing with the team, or got traded
Mhm.
there, or whatever the hell happened. And I didn't have Carmelo for that whole season. If I wanted Carmelo, I had to restart. So I
Yeah,
think they should do like constantly update the rosters on your My Career as well,
yeah. Which that's kind
because
of
you
things that could be tough.
it could be, but I feel like it really couldn't be because it's kind of like, okay, you have uh say you're on um I don't know, you start out with the Warriors, you have the whole super team that they have now, but say Kevin Durant doesn't re-sign with them. You're still on the team. You can't do anything about it. And I
Yeah.
feel like that's one of the things I kind of would like more of a story wise, because you can't do anything about that.
And
You're not in the GM seat. You can't resign. It's not like you could have given more money to resign. Like you can influence your that. Like if you were say back when he was gonna in free agency. Remember when he was before he signed with Golden State? If you were his teammate at that time, you could hang out with him and try to influence him to resign.
yeah,
You know, or you could be like, "Yo, me and you and Westbrook could be a good thing. We just need like maybe one more piece or whatever that we need. Let's go. You sign or you resign. Let's go fucking try to find someone that's in free agency to come with or something like that. Stuff like that. I feel like that would be really fun to do because then it kind of takes everybody's micros differently. Because say you're a backup point guard for like Russell Westbrook, and he's not, or for Steph Curry, he doesn't want to resign, and you want to be the starter spot. You can be like, nah, I ain't gonna influence him to stay. Go, I want this to be my team, or some sort of like that, and then they move you up in the roster rotation, or in that sort of spec.
yeah,
I would a lot because then it takes everybody's my careers differently because then you have like Kevin Durant, he could have re-signed that year, but other people's he didn't re-sign.
hmm
If you were on that team, but like it's crazy too because there's certain stuff like if you were on Cleveland or whatever, and you and LeBron could go out to eat with Kyrie or influence him to stay,
yeah. That'd be nice
or
if they
like
could.
and then he ends up staying, and stuff, just certain stuff like that, and like kind of taking that out of 2K17, when Justice, the team was thinking about trading Justice, you could, um, what you could do is you could, say like, okay, he deserves to be here. I think we're doing something great. Otherwise, you could just stand back and be like, yo, this is a business. Whatever happens, happens.
hmm
Or I think that changed the outcome if he got traded or not. I'm not 100% sure because I
Yeah.
think I stick with him. So, but that's like another thing. So, kind of short thing on that. But guys, that was our 2K20 wish list um, of what we want in next year's game, which usually comes out around November, October. Um, I will be doing a My Career series when that comes out. I will be if they come out with a prologue. I will be playing the prologue for you guys, and I'll also be playing the actual My Career when it comes out. Um, as well as probably maybe some my team footage. And then kind of probably when the game comes out, I'll probably do a release video of it, explaining what's all new in the game and all that as well. After my career probably starts popping off. So yeah, guys, make sure also to check out when it comes out. The Madden wish list as well, or Madden 20 wish list, and then the WWE 2K20 wish list that will be coming out. I don't know who's gonna do the Madden one, if it's gonna be just Banis or Banis and me, or Banis me and Roman. But for sure, WB will be me, Banis, and Roman doing the wish list. I don't know when that's coming out, if this came out before this video did or not, but either way, check that out when it does come out. And guys, like, share, subscribe. Thanks, Roman, for doing this wish list with me.
E.
So, guys, like, share, subscribe. Thank you for who's ever watching the live stream at this time. Thanks for coming in. Make sure to go follow the live stream and also go subscribe to the Twisted Wrestling channel. Guys on the YouTube, like, favorite, share, subscribe. And stay tuned for more videos coming in the future. Peace.
N-